Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Camilla shocked at Duchess Sophie's symbolic move toward Catherine's family. In a domain where every emotion and movement is examined, subtle gestures often possess significance that transcends their superficial appearance. Duchess Sophie of Edinburgh exemplifies calm resilience, steadfast devotion, and an empathic disposition, enabling her to cultivate profound, unarticulated connections within the royal family. Her recent symbolic gesture towards Catherine's family has astonished Queen Camilla and rekindled discussions over loyalty, alliances, and the prospective trajectory of the monarchy. This study analyzes the significance of Sophie's act, investigates her distinct position within the royal family, and assesses the ramifications for personal relationships and institutional processes. The subtle resilience of Duchess Sophie, a life characterized by fidelity and compassion. People often recognize Duchess Sophie as one of the most unassuming yet impactful individuals within the royal family. In contrast to those who want attention through audacious statements or public disputes, Sophie has established her name through steadfast resolve and unwavering support. Her journey has been marked by a natural capacity for empathy, enabling her to serve as a calming influence among the tumult often associated with royal life. Her involvement is especially significant in a context where every word and action is amplified. Sophie has garnered the respect and admiration of both the public and her colleagues by maintaining a supportive presence while keeping it in the background. Her actions, whether via subtle touches or understated moments of reassurance, communicate more profoundly than any elaborate discourse could. Sophie has become a crucial mediator and confidant in a household with intricate internal dynamics. A connection among generations and allegiances. A notable component of Sophie's impact is her capacity to unite diverse members of the royal family. In the always changing relationship between Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine, Sophie has often served as a mediator. Her allegiance has remained steadfast despite the polarizing politics and public crises that sometimes mar royal ties. She has opted to concentrate on genuine relationships, providing insight, empathy, and support at critical moments. For Catherine, who joined the royal family as a novice, without a deep-rooted aristocratic heritage, Sophie's assistance has been essential. Sophie, having undergone her transition upon joining the monarchy, comprehends the difficulties of managing a life always subjected to public observation. This shared experience has created a true and lasting link between the two ladies, exemplifying how human connections can surpass the constraints of royal formality. The essence of royal alliances, Catherine, Camilla, and Sophie. The connection between Catherine and Sophie. Upon her accession to the royal family, Catherine had a significant learning curve. Transitioning from a middle-class upbringing to the demanding, highly scrutinized existence of royalty is a significant challenge. In this situation, Sophie emerged as a mentor and a substitute sister. Their bond transcends official designations, founded on mutual respect and the collective experience of acclimating to a new lifestyle. Sophie's counsel assisted Catherine in maneuvering the intricacies of royal procedure, while her compassionate disposition offered essential emotional support during difficult periods. For instance, when Catherine encountered personal and public adversities, be they health issues or the demands of her new position, Sophie provided support via understated gestures and gentle acts of compassion. Their relationship is characterized as both maternal and fraternal. Sophie serves as a sympathetic companion and a sagacious elder who comprehends the intricacies of life in the limelight. Queen Camilla and the implicit strains. Sophie's relationship with Catherine has been characterized by warmth and solidarity. Although her contacts with Queen Camilla have added a more complex dynamic, Camilla, who has worked tirelessly to establish her identity and secure acceptability inside the royal framework, occupies a position where every action and alliance has considerable significance. Sophie's latest symbolic deed, which obviously surprised Camilla, reveals a fundamental change in allegiance. For some observers, Sophie's action transcended a personal moment between intimate friends It was a declaration about the monarchy's destiny. Sophie's public alignment with Catherine may indicate her conviction that the younger generation, epitomized by Catherine, is prepared to lead the royal family into a new epoch. This small but powerful action has made many people wonder if it was done on purpose to show support for Catherine's cause, subtly questioning the established order that Camilla has worked hard to protect. The symbolic moment, a gesture that conveyed profound meaning. The commemoration of Remembrance Sunday. The recent occurrence on Remembrance Sunday, in November 2024, exemplifies how a seemingly little deed may have significant ramifications inside royal circles. During the somber ceremony, Sophie and Catherine engaged in a subtle but intentional discussion while members of the royal family paid homage to fallen warriors. As the ceremony ended and family members started to leave, Sophie extended her hand and softly put it on Catherine's back, a gesture that, albeit fleeting, profoundly impacted both observers and participants. In an environment when public expressions of passion and personal support are seldom, this moment had remarkable importance. The action was not an explicit display of public admiration, but a subtle reaffirmation of unity. It sent an implicit message of support for Catherine at a period of heightened scrutiny over the royal family's dynamics. Royal specialists have observed that these behaviors, while seeming trivial, are laden with meaning. They often function as indicators of personal loyalty and may discreetly alter internal hierarchies and alliances. Examining the gesture, purpose, and effect. To comprehend the whole significance of Sophie's action, one must evaluate the wider environment in which it transpired. The royal family is accustomed to speculating and secretly discussing internal discord and power dynamics. Recent years have seen heightened conjecture over the genuine allegiances inside the palace. Sophie's action was widely considered an endorsement of Catherine, gently suggesting that the future leadership of the monarchy may go to the younger generation rather than to those with long-standing established roles. This view is bolstered by Sophie's enduring reputation for impartiality and unwavering support. During her tenure as a princess, she has meticulously refrained from publicly aligning with any conflicts. In this case, her actions conveyed an undeniable clarity. Queen Camilla's obvious astonishment suggests that the act was not only a kind deed, it may have been a calculated symbolic gesture intended to reinforce the changing dynamics inside the royal family. Furthermore, the background of Remembrance Sunday, a day devoted to contemplation and tribute, imparted further significance to the act. The gravity of the event rendered each action laden with heightened significance. By selecting this time to provide her support, Sophie showed a keen understanding of the emotional and symbolic significance of the day, making her gesture even more profound. The individual experiences of Sophie and Catherine. Sophie's origins and ascendance to royal prominence. One of the most intriguing elements of Duchess Sophie's narrative is her evolution from a young lady of modest origins to a distinguished member of the royal family. In contrast to several royals born into long-standing traditions and aristocratic privilege, Sophie hails from a humble background. Reared in a middle-class family, she encountered the quotidian facts of existence before entering the demanding realm of monarchy. Her father worked as a tire salesman and her mother as a secretary, roles that instilled in her the values of diligence and modesty. This unremarkable childhood has profoundly influenced Sophie's character. It has cultivated in her a profound sense of empathy and a modest attitude to life, attributes that have attracted her to both the people and the royal circle. Her capacity to stay grounded despite her higher rank displays her genuine character, a uncommon quality in an institution often characterized by rigid commitment to tradition and formality. Sophie's integration into the royal family was not characterized by an instantaneous metamorphosis. Her path has been characterized by gradual adaptability and tenacity. In 1987, during her time in public relations at Capital Radio, she saw Prince Edward, but did not immediately start a romantic relationship with him. Their paths intersected under improbable circumstances, and it was only years later, at a philanthropic event, that their bond developed into the profound, lasting partnership that is commemorated today. This steady evolution reflects the genuineness of their relationship and underscores the deliberate, considered strategy that Sophie has used in her royal responsibilities. Despite her marriage to Edward, Sophie preserved her professional identity, working for many years before completely dedicating herself to royal duties. This choice highlighted her dedication to maintaining her personality while progressively accepting the requirements of her new position. Her gradual adaptation to royal life has garnered her regard as both a helpful family member and an autonomous individual with distinct personality and ideals. Catherine's ascension, from commoner to royalty. Alongside Sophie's development within the royal family is Catherine's extraordinary trajectory, transitioning from a middle-class background to a pivotal role in the monarchy, which has enthralled the public's fascination. Catherine was born in Reading, England, and grew up in the tranquil hamlet of Bucklebury, Berkshire, where her early life was rooted in the principles of diligence and family affection. In contrast to several royals prepared from infancy for public duty, Catherine had to carve her trajectory while concurrently managing the demands of a highly visible existence. Her childhood, characterized by commonplace events, a devotion to education, and a commitment to familial values, fostered an instant feeling of relatability among her audience. Catherine pursued further study at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland after finishing her studies at St. Andrews School and Marlborough College. In 2001, she met Prince William, initiating a connection that would ultimately develop into one of the most scrutinized partnerships in contemporary royal history. Notwithstanding the unavoidable problems associated with her new position, Catherine remained resolute in preserving her identity. She had many positions, including participation in her family's enterprise and involvement in philanthropic activities, which enhanced her personal experience and facilitated her connection with the general populace. Her perseverance was further challenged during a short, widely publicized separation from William in 2007, a split that eventually fortified the strength of their relationship upon reunion. As the connection developed, Catherine's life underwent a significant transformation. After her engagement in November 2010 and the ensuing royal wedding on April 29, 2011, she became the focal point of worldwide attention. Nevertheless, despite the allure and examination, Catherine's dedication to significant problems remained unwavering. She accepted her responsibility with poise and resolve, committing herself to early childhood development, mental health awareness, and more than 20 philanthropic organizations and military initiatives. Her involvement in projects like the Heads Together campaign has transformed public debate on mental health, reinforcing her image as a caring and progressive royal. Similar to Sophie, Catherine's ascension to monarchy included the difficulties of reconciling personal identity with civic obligation. Both women, being from non-aristocratic backgrounds, have an intrinsic comprehension of the challenge of maintaining uniqueness while adhering to the expectations of a traditionally entrenched position. Their relationship, characterized by mutual respect and sincere warmth, has acted as a symbol of honesty in a setting sometimes overshadowed by formality and societal expectations. Symbolism and strategic cohesion in contemporary monarchy. A subdued declaration amidst monarchical conspiracy. Tradition and transformation continually interact to highlight the intricacies of the contemporary royal family. Over the decades, the monarchy has transformed from an organization characterized by strict regulations to one that increasingly prioritizes adaptation, empathy, and genuine human connection. In this setting, the connections among major personalities have gained increased importance. Sophie's supportive action toward Catherine, intentional and imbued with subtle significance, epitomizes this developing interaction. For many, the gesture clearly signified the alignment of Sophie's allegiance. Sophie reaffirmed her commitment to supporting those who represent the future of the institution, rather than engaging in the entrenched rivalries and historical norms that define royal life. By uniting with Catherine, seen by many as the contemporary emblem of the royal family, Sophie's move quietly underscores the notion that personal ties and genuine support are as vital as procedure and tradition. This gesture of solidarity has additional importance, when considered within the wider framework of familial relationships. Queen Camilla, who has invested years in defining her role within a historically volatile context, now faces implicit scrutiny over her influence. Sophie's unexpected action astonished Camilla and underscored the evolving loyalties that are subtly transforming the monarchy. In an age when the younger generation increasingly assumes significant positions, such symbolic actions serve as a potent predictor of future objectives and power dynamics. The wider consequences for the future of the monarchy, Sophie's action signifies potential ramifications for the future development of the royal family. Historically, the monarchy has been characterized by a rigid hierarchy in which older officials exerted authority primarily due to their longevity and compliance with established traditions. Nonetheless, as the institution evolves, there is an increasing acknowledgement that resilience is derived not just from history, but also from the capacity to adapt, empathize, and cultivate authentic relationships. By publicly endorsing Catherine, a heroine recognized for her elegance, empathy, and dedication to public service, Sophie is not just addressing a personal issue. She is indicating a significant transition toward a more inclusive and contemporary monarchy that appreciates the contributions of all its members, irrespective of their origin or duration of service. This progression is apparent in the manner in which both Sophie and Catherine have constantly valued substantive work above the quest for personal acclaim, thereby establishing a precedent for future generations of royals, a future founded on subtle resilience and enduring connections. The recent Symbolic act by Duchess Sophie exemplifies the lasting influence of personal loyalty and genuine empathy within the royal family. In a society where every move is analyzed and every connection examined, Sophie's subtle gesture of support for Catherine not only astonished Queen Camilla, but also indicated a more progressive vision for the monarchy's future. Her life narrative, from modest origins to her ascension as a highly esteemed member of the royal household, demonstrates how honesty, perseverance, and a steadfast dedication to true connections can transform leadership. Sophie has shown that genuine strength is in the ability to assist others without seeking acknowledgement, acting as a calming influence in an atmosphere often marked by competition and underlying tensions. Additionally, her long-lasting friendship with Catherine, built on shared experiences, similar backgrounds, and mutual respect, shows that modern monarchy goes beyond tradition, focusing instead on building a legacy based on kindness, duty, and teamwork. As Catherine evolves her position as a contemporary royal, bolstered by her unwavering ally Sophie, the monarchy is prepared for a future when leadership is characterized not by hierarchy or historical significance, but by the authentic relationships that unite its members. Sophie's symbolic deed transcends a mere gesture. It is an affirmation of principles, a reminder that loyalty, empathy, and support are the fundamental cornerstones of every enduring organization. This moment provides insight into a future where tradition converges with modernity and where subtle power resonates more profoundly than any ostentatious display. As the royal family adapts to internal obstacles and societal expectations, the activities of people such as Sophie will persist in influencing the narrative. Her example inspires not just her royal counterparts, but also anybody who thinks that genuine human connection drives real change. The narrative of Duchess Sophie and Princess Catherine exemplifies the lasting influence of devotion, illustrating that even in the most formal environments, emotions can convey profound meaning. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for the time being.